The Wild Boy of Aveyron. What makes us human? Imagine growing up without language, without family, and without human contact. Learning to survive alone in the wild, with no one to teach you how to speak, connect, or belong. This was the extraordinary story of the Wild Boy of Aveyron, one of the most important cases in the history of psychology and child development. In 1797, in rural France, a young boy was spotted living alone in the forests of southern France. He appeared to survive by scavenging and avoiding human contact. Several attempts were made to capture him, but each time he escaped back into the forest. Finally, in 1800, the boy was brought into human care. He became known as Victor of Aveyron. He could not speak and showed little interest in other people. His behavior seemed more animal-like than human. He made strange sounds, ignored social rules, and appeared unaffected by cold, pain, or discomfort. Many people at the time believed Victor was simply unteachable, that he lacked intelligence and could never learn to live among humans. But one man disagreed. That man was Jean-Marc Gaspard Itard, a young doctor and educator. Itard believed Victor's difficulties were not caused by a lack of intelligence, but by extreme social isolation. He believed that Victor had missed out on crucial early experiences needed for human development. In 1801, Itard began a careful and detailed attempt to educate Victor. This became one of the earliest recorded case studies in developmental psychology. Itard worked patiently with Victor, trying to help him develop language, form emotional connections, and engage socially with others. Progress was slow, but not absent. Victor learned basic routines and showed signs of emotional attachment to his carers. He learned to understand a small number of words and symbols, and he began to show curiosity and affection. However, despite years of effort, Victor never fully developed spoken language. This led to an important and lasting psychological idea. Victor's case suggested that there may be a critical period for language development, a window early in childhood when the brain is especially ready to learn language. Because Victor missed this period, his ability to acquire language appeared to be permanently limited. His story raised a powerful question that psychologists still debate today. What makes us human? Is it biology or is it experience? Victor showed that without early human interaction, many abilities we consider deeply human, such as language, empathy, and social understanding, may not fully develop. His case influenced later thinking about language development, social learning, special education, and the importance of early childhood experience. Itard's work also had a lasting impact on education. His methods helped shape later approaches to teaching children with additional needs and influenced educators such as Maria Montessori in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. At the same time, the case raises ethical concerns. Victor could not consent to being studied, and some critics argue that expectations placed on him were unrealistic. Others suggest he may have had developmental differences even before his isolation. These debates remind us that early psychology developed in a very different ethical context from today. Even so, the Wild Boy of Aveyron remains a deeply important case. So the next time you think about language, learning, or social bonds, remember this. Much of what makes us human grows from early relationships. A lesson first revealed through the quiet, difficult, and fascinating story of a boy found alone in a French forest over 200 years ago.
If you enjoyed our channel, please click subscribe